My beloved child, come and sit with me for a moment. I know your heart has been heavy, and you have been wondering where I am in the midst of this relentless storm. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, a weariness that sleep cannot seem to cure, and you have quietly asked the silence, "Am I truly strong enough for this?" I have heard you. I have seen every moment of your journey, every silent tear that has traced a path down your face in the lonely hours of the night. I am here to tell you that what you are feeling is not the end of your story, but the very crucible in which your true strength is being forged. Have you ever felt that your heart is too sensitive for this world? That you feel things more deeply than those around you? That the sorrows and joys of others seem to resonate within your very soul? Do not mistake this for a weakness, my child. This profound sensitivity is a sign that I have placed within you. It is the fertile ground where empathy and compassion grow. I have given you this heart not to be broken by the world, but to be a vessel of my healing love for a world that is broken. It is a divine attunement, allowing you to hear the whispers of hurting souls, and it is a gift I am now refining into a powerful instrument for my kingdom. Do you often feel a sense of restlessness, a divine dissatisfaction with the way things are? You look at the superficiality of the world and your spirit yearns for something deeper, something more authentic and eternal. This is not discontent. It is a sign of your heavenly calling. I have placed a piece of eternity in your heart, a longing for your true home with me. This sacred yearning is what drives you forward, preventing you from becoming complacent or settling for less than the glorious destiny I have planned for you. It is the compass of your soul, always pointing you back to me, reminding you that you were made for more than what this temporary world can offer. Perhaps you carry a feeling of being an outsider, of never quite fitting in, no matter how hard you try to belong. You have watched others move through life with an ease that seems foreign to you, and you have questioned why your path feels so different, so solitary at times. This, my precious one, is one of the clearest signs that you are mine. I have set you apart, not to punish you with loneliness, but to protect you for a unique purpose. You are not meant to blend into the background. You are meant to be a beacon of my light, and a light must be set on a hill, distinct and visible, to guide others out of the darkness. I know the battles you face when no one is watching. I see the struggle to get out of bed in the morning, when the weight of yesterday's burdens still presses down upon you. I have been with you in those moments of overwhelming anxiety, when your mind races with 1,000 fears, and you cannot find a single thought of peace. I have witnessed your fight against the whispers of despair that tell you to give up, that tell you nothing will ever change. I have counted every prayer that you have breathed out, even the ones that were just a single, desperate word. Your silent, secret wars have not gone unnoticed. I was there when your heart was shattered by betrayal, when the words of someone you trusted became daggers to your soul. I saw the trust you gave so freely turned against you, and I felt the pain of that wound as if it were my own. I know the nights you have spent replaying those moments, trying to understand, trying to heal a wound that no one else can even see. The scars you carry from those experiences are not marks of shame. I am turning them into emblems of your resilience, a testament to the fact that even after being broken, you had the courage to keep your heart open to love. I have seen your financial struggles, the constant worry about making ends meet, the fear of the future when your resources feel so scarce. I know the humility it takes to keep going, to work hard when the reward seems so far away. I have seen you give to others even when you had little for yourself, an act of faith that moves my heart. Do not believe for a moment that your faithfulness in these small things has been in vain. This season of lack has not been about punishing you, but about teaching you to depend on me, your true provider. You are learning to build your house upon the rock of my faithfulness, not the shifting sands of worldly wealth. I am keenly aware of the physical pain you have endured, the days when your body has felt like a prison rather than a home. The exhaustion, the chronic conditions, the battles for your health that have left you feeling drained and discouraged. I have seen you push through the pain to fulfill your responsibilities, to care for your loved ones, to simply face another day. Every moment of suffering has been a prayer that has reached my ears. This journey of physical hardship is teaching you a deeper dependence on a strength that is not your own, a heavenly strength that is made perfect in your moments of physical weakness. I have watched you wrestle with the ghosts of your past, the mistakes and regrets that try to define you. The enemy loves to replay your failures, to whisper that you are disqualified from my love and my purpose because of what you have done. I see you fighting to believe in my forgiveness, to accept the grace that I offer so freely. My child, when I look at you, I do not see your past sins. I see the blood of my Son, which has washed you clean. This struggle against condemnation is not a sign of your failure, but a sign that you are fighting for the truth of your new identity in me. The loneliness you have felt, that deep ache of being misunderstood or forgotten, has not escaped my notice. I have seen you in a crowded room, feeling completely alone. I have been with you on holidays and celebrations, where the joy of others only magnified the emptiness you felt inside. This profound sense of isolation is painful, I know. But I have allowed it so that you would discover the ultimate truth. You are never, ever truly alone. I am with you always. In this wilderness of solitude, I am teaching you to find your companionship, your validation, and your deepest comfort in me and me alone. Now listen closely, for this is the truth I want to plant deep within your spirit. All of these struggles, the sensitivity, the restlessness, the loneliness, the battles seen and unseen, have not been random acts of a cruel fate. They have been the very tools in my hand. I am the divine potter, and you are the clay. The pressure you have felt, the spinning of the wheel that has left you dizzy and disoriented, has not been to crush you. It has been to shape you, to mold you into a vessel of honor, fit for a glorious purpose you can only begin to imagine. Every tear you have cried has been watering the seeds of greatness that I planted within you long ago. You have been in a season of darkness, buried beneath the soil of hardship, and you have wondered if you would ever see the light again. But just as a seed must be buried to germinate, you had to go through this season of hiddenness to break open and grow. The struggles have been breaking away the hard, outer shell of self-reliance, pride, and fear, allowing the tender but powerful sprout of your true, spirit-led identity to emerge. You are not being buried, you are blooming in the dark. Think of a blacksmith and a piece of raw steel. The steel, to become a strong and useful sword, must be subjected to the fire. It must be heated to an intensity that seems unbearable, not to be destroyed, but to become malleable. Your trials have been my holy fire. I have allowed the heat to rise in your life to burn away the impurities, the doubt, the fear, the attachments to things that were holding you back. It has been a painful process, I know. But the fire has not consumed you. It has only revealed the pure, resilient steel of your character that was hidden within. After the fire, the blacksmith places the steel upon the anvil and begins to strike it with the hammer. Every disappointment, every setback, every painful blow you have endured has been the strike of my hammer. It may have felt like punishment, like I was angry with you. But I was not punishing you, I was shaping you. Each blow was strategic, intentional, knocking off the rough edges, forging a new strength, creating a sharpness and a purpose that the raw steel could never have possessed on its own. I was shaping you into a mighty weapon for my kingdom, a sword of truth and justice in my hand. And what of the moments when, after the heat and the hammering, you were plunged into the cold water of sorrow or isolation? This is the quenching process. It is what sets the steel, locking in the strength and resilience forged in the fire and on the anvil. These moments of sudden change, of shocking loss or profound loneliness, were necessary to temper you. They have made you unbreakable. You have emerged from these waters with a strength that does not boast, a quiet, enduring power that can withstand the pressures of this world because it has been set by the hand of the Almighty. Consider the diamond, one of the most precious jewels on earth. Its brilliance and its invincible hardness are not born in comfort. They are the result of immense, unimaginable pressure and intense heat deep within the earth. My child, you are my diamond. The immense pressure you have felt in your life, the feeling of being crushed from all sides, has been the very process creating something of eternal value within you. I am bringing forth a brilliance in your spirit, a multifaceted beauty that reflects my light in a way that could only be formed through the trials you have endured. I am turning your struggle with anxiety into a fortress of peace. Because you have known the torment of a racing mind, you will now become a sanctuary for others. You will carry a presence of my calm that stills the storms in those around you. Your testimony will not be that you never felt fear, but that you found me in the midst of it. The very thing that once held you captive will become the key you use to set others free, showing them the path to the unshakable peace that can only be found in trusting me completely. I am turning your struggle with rejection into a ministry of unconditional acceptance. Because you have known the sting of being left out, of being told you are not enough, your heart has been softened and widened. You will now be the one who sees the invisible person in the room. You will be the one who builds a longer table, not a higher fence. Your past pain will fuel a fierce and gentle love that creates a place of belonging for the outcasts, the forgotten, and the unloved, because you see them through my eyes of compassion. I am turning your struggle with failure into a foundation of profound wisdom. Every mistake you have mourned, every time you have fallen and thought you could not get back up, has been a lesson in my school of grace. You have learned that my strength is not for the perfect, but for the humble who are willing to try again. You will not speak to others from a pedestal of flawless victory, but from the level ground of shared experience, offering not judgment, but the wisdom and grace you received in your own moments of falling short. I am turning your struggle with grief into a wellspring of deep comfort. Because you have walked through the valley of the shadow of death, you have learned the language of loss and sorrow. The emptiness you have felt is being filled with my presence in such a profound way that you will become a comforter to those who mourn. You will be able to sit with them in their silence, to cry with them without offering empty platitudes, because you yourself have been held by me in your darkest night. Your scars will prove that healing is possible. I am turning your struggle with waiting into a testimony of my perfect timing. The seasons where your prayers seemed to go unanswered, where the promise felt delayed indefinitely, were not a denial. They were a period of preparation. You have been learning the difficult but beautiful art of patience and trust. Now, when your breakthrough comes, you will carry it with a humility and gratitude that you would not have possessed otherwise. You will be able to encourage others in their own waiting seasons, assuring them that I am always working, even when I am silent. Do you see now, my child? Nothing has been wasted. Every single moment of your pain has been redeemed and repurposed. I am the great weaver, and your life is my tapestry. You have only seen the underside, a chaotic mess of tangled threads and dark colors, and you have wondered what I am doing. But from my perspective, I have been weaving those dark threads of suffering, sorrow, and struggle together with the golden threads of my grace, my faithfulness, and my love. I am creating a masterpiece, a story that will display my glory in a breathtaking way. The strength you are gaining is not a harsh, brittle strength born of bitterness or cynicism. That is the world's version of strength, a wall built to keep others out. The strength I am giving you is resilient and tender. It is the strength of the mighty oak tree, whose roots have grown deep because it has weathered so many storms. It is a strength that allows you to stand firm in the wind and the rain, while also providing shelter and shade for others who are weary and beaten down by the storms of life. This new strength will manifest as unshakable courage. You will no longer be paralyzed by the fear of what might happen, because you have walked through the fire and know that I was with you. You will step out in faith to do the things I have called you to do, even when your hands are trembling. The memory of my faithfulness in your past battles will be the fuel for your courage in future ones. You will know in the core of your being that if I brought you through that, I will surely bring you through this. This strength will become a profound endurance. You will learn to run your race with patience, not giving up when the path is steep or your legs grow tired. The struggles of your past have been your spiritual training, building your stamina, teaching you to pace yourself and to draw your energy from me, the everlasting source of strength. You will not be a sprinter who burns out quickly, but a marathon runner who finishes the race well, inspiring others to keep going simply by your quiet, steady perseverance. This strength will blossom into a beautiful humility. You know what it is to be at the end of your own resources, to have no strength of your own to rely on. Therefore, you will not become proud or self-righteous in your newfound power. You will carry it gently, always remembering that it is a gift from me, not something you achieved on your own. This humility will make you approachable, relatable, and a safe person for those who are still broken and struggling, for they will see my strength in you, not your own. So rise now, my beloved warrior. Shake off the dust of the pit of despair. Lift your head from the ashes of yesterday's defeat. Your season of intense forging is giving way to a new season of purpose. The time for mourning is passing, and the time for walking in your God-given strength has come. I am not asking you to pretend your scars do not exist. I am asking you to see them as I see them, as proof of your victory, as a map of where I have brought you from, as reminders of the power that was perfected in your weakness. Stop looking back at the person you used to be and embrace the person I am calling you to become. That person is not defined by their past pain, but refined by it. That person is not timid, but bold in my spirit. That person is not a victim, but a victor through Christ who strengthens them. This is your true identity. Walk in it. Breathe it in. Let this truth settle deep into the marrow of your bones, until it silences every lie the enemy has ever told you about who you are. You have been equipped for the very calling I have placed on your life. Do not look at others and compare your journey to theirs. Their path is not your path. I have given you a unique set of experiences and struggles to prepare you for a unique assignment. The very places of your deepest pain will become the platforms for your most powerful ministry. You will bring hope to the hopeless because you have been there. You will bind up the brokenhearted because you know the balm of my healing firsthand. Go forth and share your story. Do not hide the parts that you think are messy or shameful. Those are the very parts that will connect with others and show them that my grace is real. Your testimony is a powerful weapon. It declares that suffering is not the end. It proclaims that I am a God of redemption and restoration. It proves that what the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. Your story will be the key that unlocks someone else's prison of despair. When you feel weak, and you will, remember to lean on me. This strength I have given you is not a one-time deposit. It is a continuous flow from my throne of grace. It is renewed daily. Come to me each morning, not with a list of your duties, but with an open and surrendered heart. Let me fill you anew. Your strength is not in your own ability to stand, but in your ability to continually kneel and receive from me. Your dependence is your greatest asset. Do not be afraid of the new challenges that lie ahead. I am not sending you out of the training ground just to abandon you on the battlefield. I go before you to clear the way. I walk beside you to steady your steps, and I am your rear guard, protecting you from the attacks that come from behind. The same God who was with you in the fire and the flood is the same God who will be with you in the promised land. My presence is your permanent and non-negotiable reality. Let my love be the fuel for everything you do. Do not operate out of a sense of duty or a need to prove your worth. You have nothing to prove. You are already fully known, fully loved, and fully accepted by me. Operate from this place of security. Love the people I place in your path, not because they deserve it, but because you have an abundance of my love flowing through you. Let every action, every word, every decision be an overflow of the love you have first received from me. Embrace joy as an act of defiant faith. The enemy wants you to live under a cloud of your past suffering, to be perpetually defined by your trauma. But I have come to give you life, and life more abundant. Choose joy. Find it in the small things. Cultivate a heart of gratitude. Laugh, sing, and celebrate the goodness I have placed all around you. Your joy in the midst of your scars will be one of the most powerful witnesses of my restorative power. It will show the world that sorrow may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. You are my masterpiece. Not a work in progress, but a masterpiece right now in this moment. The process of sanctification continues, but your value and your identity are already sealed and secure. When I look at you, I see the finished work of my Son. I see strength, beauty, and purpose. I am so incredibly proud of you. I see how far you have come, the battles you have won, and the faith you have kept, even when it was just a tiny flicker in the dark. Never forget the words I have spoken to you today. Write them on the tablet of your heart. When the old voices of doubt and fear begin to whisper, you must silence them with the truth of who I say you are. You are strong. You are resilient. You are courageous. You are deeply and eternally loved. You are my chosen child, and I am turning every bit of your struggle into a magnificent strength that will bring glory to my name. The world is waiting for the unique expression of my love that will flow through you. There are people whose lives are destined to be changed by your story, by the strength you now carry. Do not shrink back from this high calling. Do not disqualify yourself. I have already qualified you. I have already equipped you. All I need is your willing yes. Trust me with your future, just as you have trusted me with your past. The best is yet to come. Your journey has given you a depth that those who have only known comfort cannot possess. You carry a wisdom in your eyes that speaks of battles fought in faith that has been tested and proven true. This is a rare and precious gift. It is the authority with which you will speak life into dead situations and hope into desolate hearts. You have earned your stripes, my warrior, and now it is time to walk in the authority they have bestowed upon you. I am now commissioning you to be a carrier of hope. In a world that is drowning in cynicism and despair, your life will be a beacon. People will look at you, they will hear your story, and they will see that it is possible to not only survive the darkest of nights, but to emerge stronger, brighter, and more full of life than before. You are my living, breathing evidence that I am a God who restores, redeems, and makes all things new. Finally, my child, rest in this truth. My love for you has never wavered. Not in your darkest moment, not in your greatest failure, not in your loudest cry of doubt. I have held you, I have carried you, and I have brought you to this very moment. The struggle was not a sign of my absence, but the very arena of my most intimate work in your life. Now go forth in the strength that I have perfected in you. And remember that if this message has brought comfort to your soul, subscribe to Eternal Soul Whispers, so we may continue to walk this journey of faith together, receiving my encouragement for the path ahead.